Welcome to Voice of Obispo, and I would like, before I begin, to really put out that, in all of our pains, there is a rebirth, and that often comes from self-affliction, and tired of being tired, and sick of being sick. And I want you to call us at 1-805-595-1982 in the support of any type of crisis that you might be going through, and of course positive stories. I mean, negative news sells, but so does positive, and we want to focus on that once we get the voice coming forward and we are able to have a democratic social change among people in San Luis Obispo, and create committees and launch social programs to help at this time in history. Now, I see that this person looks like a nice person, and I wonder who this is. And so if they would like to turn around, oh, well, that's not who I thought it was. And who are you?
Summer.
Who?
Summer. Summer Rain.
Summer Rain. And who is Summer Rain?
Summer Rain is a girl of the 21st century.
All right. And what does that mean?
Means I'm equipped with all the accoutrements, MP3 player and cell phone included.
Technology, right?
Technology, well, it is a tech and girls world.
So, let us know about this individuation called Goth.
Well, people think that there's all sorts of bullshit about goths, that they're satanic, that they're evil, that they're depressed, that they're witches, that they drink blood. None of it's true for all of us, and all of it's untrue for most of us. I don't know any goths who are Satanists. I don't know any goths, maybe one or two goths who are witches. No goths drink blood. That's vampires. That's something entirely different.
Or any goth that beat people up.
Goths are not violent people. As a genre, we are not. Some of us are depressed, but we write our feelings. We express our depression through emotive poetry.
What distinguishes goth? Are they identifiable?
Not really. There's about 12 different types of goths. You got your glamour goths, which are into makeup and looking fancy. You got your death goths, with death rockers, which is other depressing form of goth. Who mostly sit around chain smoke and complain. You got your Lolita goths, which is kind of a Japanese offshoot of Kinderwhore, which is a whole nother branch into itself.
Specifically, what would that branch be?
It's nebulous. It's kind of, you look like a little girl, but you look like a slut at the same time.
You play kink.
It's a kinky game, yeah. It's a kinky game. It's kind of like B&D S&M, which is actually a form of foreplay, because very rarely does someone have an orgasm due to pain.
Oh, sex positive.
It's
very positive.
It's feeling positive, but it's not about whipping somebody until they can't stand it. It's about a little bit of pain, a little bit of pleasure, a little bit of pain, a little bit of pleasure. Then let's go fuck. Not fucking while you're whipping the hell out of somebody.
How long has goth been around?
Since probably about the mid-90s.
Coming from America or Great Britain?
The world.
The world.
It was a necessary war. It was a necessary achievement when it happened.
What brought that forward?
Well, when punk degenerated, punk was cool when it was political. It was about, Jello Biafra running for mayor of San Francisco and missing by 3 votes. And then it became a just gripe session, and all punks did was, frustrated kid, he hated life, so he tried to end it with a butter knife. It didn't work. The blade was too dull, so he pounded nails into his skull.
Goth traditionally has been centered out of the Western world, correct?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. More East Coast, West Coast, or
world.
World.
Well, the Lolita Goths, as I mentioned, is Japanese subshoot. It's kind of a
cosmopolitan.
It's cosmopolitan, but it's more more metroplex, more like anime. You know, when you see someone dressed like a character out of a Japanese anime, they should pretty much be sure that they're Lolita Goths. There's also aristocratic Goths, which are a lot of fun.
Oh, what is that?
They dress like European royalty.
Aristocratic Goths.
Aristocratic Goths.
Oh,
They're
nice.
like they dress like the princes and princesses of England a long time ago.
Should you have more of Edwardian influence?
Yes, the Edwardian influence is very big in the Aristo-Goths.
Nice. So we can view that. What Goth can we conclude with? Maybe the mink.
The mink is glam.
Glam. All right.
The eyes are death.
Okay. Would it be more?
Is
it more
Hollywood.
death Goth because it's a dead animal?
No.
Okay.
It's just
nothing negative.
Well, I'm a second-hand minx. All my minks are second-hand. No animals were killed on my behalf.
Okay.
And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Okay. Wonderful. Now, in Goth, what is San Luis Obispo doing right now, 2009?
There are a few Goths, but we're very small.
Very small. It used to be larger in the 80s.
No, in the late 80s, early 90s, before the kind of actually parallel in the kind of early rap.
So you found that around Garden Street in downtown Slowtown by Linnaeus Cafe?
Well, Garden Street has always been a playhouse for subcultures.
Are Goths known to be more evening, night owls?
A lot of Goths are evening people. It's
leaning toward vampirism?
No. We just tend to be creatures of the night, most of us. Just because we got to work during the day, most of us.
All right.
But as far as becoming night creatures, as far as becoming night creatures, just the fact that society shuns us and we shun society for the most part. So
school teachers, people in the community, around town, supermarkets, there's nothing to be afraid of with Goth.
No, there's nothing to be afraid of. We're just different, We're individuals. It's about being yourself, It's about, if you want to mix purple hair with spiked shoes, that's your trip. If you want to have blonde hair and black lipstick, that's your trip. Whatever you want to do, it's about being yourself.
Thank you. Give me a hug. Goth is affectionate.
Goth is very loving sometimes.
We want to thank you, Summer Rain, for giving a little bit of a representation on what we would call a stereotype. Not negative.
Stereotype. That's just what society thinks everyone is. You can't say everyone is, because not everyone is.
Thank you.